Okay guys, we are here again and we're going to be harvesting some sweet potatoes today, and these ones I have them growing in these 25-inch planters here. I do have some growing in ground, but I'm not quite ready to harvest these as yet, but at least by the end of the month I will be harvesting them. So let's see what we have here. It is cold out this morning. My nose is runny because of the cold air. And look, I did get a couple of these small ones, but I'm looking for bigger ones. So let's see what we got. Let's get in there. Okay, yeah, I think I'm feeling something in here, and I'm rocking it, but I don't want to break it. Let's try to dig a little more. Dig around it maybe and see if it's gonna come up easier. No, I'm not trying to break it simply because I want to cure it and save it up for the cooler months, so that way it wouldn't spoil. Oh wow, look at this, guys. In a planter. Look at the size of these. We are going to definitely be eating these and enjoying them over here. And I do have like 5 different varieties of these sweet potato. I'll let you know what they are closer to the end of the video, but I think these are doing pretty well growing in this planter here. I think I'm going to be growing in a planter again next year, and we'll see how it goes. If this is what's going on, then it's working. So you don't have to have land. You can get your containers, your buckets, whatever you have, and grow your food. Now I'm trying to get at the bottom of this thing, and it's like it's heavy, but I want to make sure I don't miss any potatoes in there. So let's continue to dig. Look at this size, guys. Look at this. Look at this good size of a potato. Look at that. It's simple. This is beautiful when you can plant your food and get this type of results. I put a potato slip in there, right? I rooted it and I put it in there, and look what it's given me. It's given me food that my family can enjoy, healthy food. What a blessing. It's such a great reward. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying this. Look at that. See, you have all those potatoes at the bottom there? Yeah, I'm just trying to dig around it. The soil is kind of compact at this point, but I'm going to try my best to not break them into small pieces. I'm going to try to take them out whole, and whatever is broken, we'll just use them up, within... Oh gee, I just broke this one. We'll just use them up, in the near future. I'm not sure what variety this one is. It's kind of orange inside. People call them sweet yams, but I call all of them sweet potatoes. Once they're sweet, I will be calling them sweet potatoes because that's what they are to me. So I'm going to grab my little hand shovel here because I'm having a tough time getting through with just my hands. But as much as I don't want to bruise them, I'll try my best to get most of the soil from around the potatoes and see how that goes. But I'd rather do it with my hands with these gloves on. Well, I found a grub. The chickens are going to be happy for that extra protein. Let's see if we are getting more potatoes here. I'm probably going to have to empty all of this on a tarp. I think that's my best bet here. And guys, I'm out here harvesting these potatoes, but I'm also enjoying the sound of nature. The chickens, the turkeys, the birds. That was a nut. The squirrels are already hiding up their food for the winter. But yeah, I'm enjoying the cool morning breeze and enjoying also the harvest of my sweet potatoes because it has produced potatoes for us. And I think I'm onto another one right here. Nice sized potato again. Look at that, guys. I can actually feel them at the bottom here. And that's really exciting. Now I'm going to jump into a massive speed mode here because I want to get this done and over. It's taking some time and I don't want to bore anyone with this video showing every aspect of this harvest. Here we're coming out with another good size one, which is good, and I'm smiling because I'm excited. This makes me really excited. Well, it seems like I'm done with this planter right here. I don't think we have anything left in it, but I'm gonna do a double check again just to make sure that I got to the bottom of this entire planter. Now we are going to get to the next planter here, and this variety is the Myanmar purple sweet potato. I also had some collards growing in the same planter. So since I'm harvesting these potatoes, I am going to go ahead and pull these remaining collards out and give it to the chickens and to the turkeys so they can enjoy. And I'm excited to see the production of this. Never mind the mess in the background because I'm doing all sorts of winter preparation. And if you're a gardener and your backyard is not messy in the fall, then you must be doing something wrong. No offense to anyone, it's just a little joke. But yeah, it's gonna be messy around here for quite a while because I'm harvesting. Oh wow, there's a ginger in there. I do not know when this ginger got in here. So I'll just uproot that and replant it elsewhere. But some of these slips here, I'm gonna actually save them, reroot them to plant again next year. I'm excited about that too. We'll just get rid of all of these, and then I'm gonna carefully take this ginger out because I'm gonna plant that in a pot, and I'll keep it indoors so I can have fresh ginger leaf tea during the winter time. I'm not necessarily looking for any growth underground, but I can use the leaves as fresh tea. There we go. I don't want to break it off, so I gotta be careful with that. It's a nice strong ginger plant that just popped up out of nowhere. Well, obviously there was a piece of ginger in there and it decided to sprout and grow, and believe it or not, I did not notice that this was in here the entire season. So from spring to now, yeah, this is what we got. A little piece of ginger. It must have took forever to sprout, but here it is. And I was able to uproot it with some soil at the bottom. So that I'm going to sit it right here in this other planter with the collards. And I'm going to put it in a pot to grow over the winter months. All right, let's see what we got in here. All right, I think we're onto something here already. The soil is compact, just as with the first planter, but I'll just rock it a little bit. Hopefully I don't break that potato. Oh guys, look at this. This is production here in this planter. I'm loving every bit of it. Look at that, guys. This is awesome. This is just awesome. So I'm gonna keep digging around. Wow, we got food. We got food. We don't have to go to the supermarket. You guys won't believe how much food that I've been able to save up and also use, because I've been using fresh food from my garden for the entire season, from since the springtime until now, and I'm still able to save up food for the winter months ahead. Oops, I just broke that one, but it's a white potato. That's a Myanmar purple, and I just broke that piece off. I have to find the other piece. But yeah, I've been able to eat all this food while I'm also saving up food for the winter months when it's not growing season. And these potatoes are looking really good. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How could you go wrong with growing your own food when it's possible? It's this simple. You put in the work. Yes, it is work, but you put in the work and therefore you get results from putting in the work. It's worth it. You know what's in your food, and you're obviously making better health choices. as far as eliminating all those chemicals in the store-bought food, because obviously they do use chemicals in the food, the fertilizers, the synthetic fertilizers, and you don't, I mean, for me, I don't want that in my food. That's why I grow most of what we eat. Now, if I want something that I don't grow, or if I want it fresh, for example, eggplants, I like making an eggplant lasagna, and if I don't have it fresh during the winter months, I would go to a source where I can feel comfortable knowing where it came from, or I don't use it at all. I just stick to making an eggplant casserole instead, because I do blanch and freeze my eggplants also. But look at that potato, guys, and it's growing right there in that planter. It's simple as that. With success, you can stock up your food, you can store up, and you learn the skills of growing your own food. Oops, I just broke another one here. So we're gonna be eating potatoes. We're probably gonna be making potato pies too. But yeah, this is good. This is good stuff here that I'm enjoying. I'm getting in there. You can actually feel them in here. Oh yeah. I will be growing this variety again next year in these planters, because it's working. It's producing food, so if it works, then ooh, I broke another one. It's like really tight down in there. We're gonna be eating these up anyway, so that's fine. Oh yeah, better than rice and pasta. That's the rest of that one. That was a long one. I know there's more down there. I can feel them. It's awesome. Look at all these roots at the bottom of this planter, guys. Look at that. Wow. So I'm gonna separate all of these, and let me just show you right here what it looks like. So these here would actually turn into the potatoes. They would bulb up and turn into potatoes once you keep feeding them. I wish I had more time. Let me give it to the chickens and see if they'll eat that. If not, I'll just put those roots on the compost. How to break down. But see here, I'm still getting potatoes. I knew I was feeling potatoes. And if you look right here, you'll see how this potatoes continue to grow. And so along the root, it bulbs up because it's getting fed. So it bulbs up along the way, and it just grows continuously, you know, until I guess you harvest it. But this is good stuff here, being able to grow these potatoes successfully in these containers. It's a game changer when you're growing a garden and you want to maximize, when you have a small space and you want to maximize your production. If I can grow everything that I eat, it will be the best thing for me and my family. And so that's my goal, because it can be done. It's not impossible. It's going to be difficult. But does that mean that it can't happen? Absolutely not. So that's my goal here. That's what I know, because it's been done before. That's what we grew up doing. And so this is a real and liberating possibility that I can also do that. Well, I guess the chickens does not like the sweet potato root, so that will be going on to the compost. I think I'm all done harvesting these. It doesn't seem like there's any more left in here. So I am going to double check the first planted that I've harvested. I'm going to throw the soil right here on this tarp and search through just to make sure that I picked out all the potatoes that were growing in there. Another grub. There you go. Don't fight for it now. So I think that's it. I think I did pretty good. Now I have some potatoes growing in between here on these raised beds, and I haven't harvested them as yet. I won't be harvesting them probably for another week or so, just because, you know, there's just so much that I'm doing now, gathering, and I'm trying to, you know, get the things. Yeah, they're ready to be harvested too. Got to get in there and get them. They're there. They may not be huge, but they're there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna eat, y'all. We're gonna eat. It's food, right? So I am gonna go ahead and let these sit for a little bit. I'm gonna take these two because I already, actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave them in because I have tags for all these and I don't want to mix them up. I'm trying to save some slip for next planting season, so I'm gonna leave this here for at least till the end of the day, the ones that I harvested. I also have some over here in this bed here too. Let me just check on it. And in this area here, it wasn't as sunny as the other areas, so I'm just curious to see what's going on and just to take a peek. I can feel something, but let me just get in there and see. Okay, I see some tiny little ones. I don't know if there's anything bigger down in there. I should have felt it already. Yeah, so I feel like this was not the best area to plant these sweet potatoes in. But I can always use them for slips next year, and I'm going to be planting more. So either way, let's see. Yeah, this is a pretty shaded area over here, guys. Potato seems like they love that hot sun. Okay, I think I feel something here. I don't know how big it is. No, not big at all. Not big at all. Just the same, another small one. And see, that's the thing about gardening, because you try different things just to see what will work at all or what will work best. So this is another small one here. So I'm gonna let this be for now, and probably later on by the weekend I can come in and harvest and start doing my cleaning, because we're about to get our first frost date. This is October, it's fall, it's getting cold out. Some of these I actually can cut the young ones. I don't know if I want to use it as greens or if I want to save it. Probably I'll save them, because these are really good looking vines that I can save up for next year. Just keep them rooted. Look at that. I won't have an issue with that. There's already roots there. Wow, okay. So these are the ones that I planted in ground. I'm going to go ahead and gather the ones that I harvested in the planters and show you what I got. So this here is my harvest that I have on my drying rack. I have it here. It still has the soil on it, so I'm going to leave it here for a few days to cure, probably about a week or so. And this is just from the containers that you see me harvesting. And over here I did cut some slips. I have the tags, the labels right here still with the different varieties. This one is the Georgia Jet, Covington. I don't know what was on this. I gotta check back and see. I have a Murasaki somewhere. Brugard. This is probably the Murasaki. Yep. And then I don't remember which one this one is, but I'm gonna be cutting up all of these slips and rooting them in water over the winter, keeping it alive. I can also get some slips from the potato tuber itself that I have on my drying rack if I need to do that. But I'm gonna be growing these in some of these containers. I'm not telling you to go out and buy anything or spend any money, but this is how I choose to do it, and this is my way of preparing for next season, because I have different plans for my raised bed next year. So I'm going to be growing potatoes, but in these are 15.5 centimeters. Yeah, that's how big they are. It's a really good size. Not as big as the ones you see me harvesting the potatoes from, but you know, I'm gonna grow some potatoes in these next year. And I am excited about my garden plans for next year also, because I have a totally different situation going on every year. I change around every year how I do things, and that's just because certain things I don't need an abundance of it, certain things. But I'm going to be growing a lot of food. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm encouraging each and every one of you to grow your own food. Grow some food if you can. It doesn't matter if it's in containers. My lifestyle of growing my own food is an investment into food security, into teaching skills that are, in my opinion, necessary for simple survival. So let's get growing. Prepare this year for next season and grow your own food if you can. Thank you all for coming and for your support. Have a blessed day.